gosh, I'm gonna ask her to introduce herself to you guys.
Hello, my name is Journee, and I'm an alternate Zadi's did system. I love sharing spooky tales and chilling experiences.
Okay, I hope you heard that. I might have to turn up the volume just a little bit, but thank you, Journee. We would love to hear one of your spookiest experiences.
Here's one for you. It happened when I was a child. I lived in an old farmhouse that had been in my family for generations. One night, I woke up in the middle of the night to strange noises coming from downstairs.
Wow, that's really creepy. What happened next?
I got out of bed and crept down the hallway. Following the sounds, they were getting louder and louder. And they sounded like footsteps and whispers. I finally reached the bottom of the stairs and looked into the living room. Standing in the middle of the room was a woman. She was completely white, with long, flowing hair and piercing black eyes.
Her accent is pretty strong. I hope you can understand. What should we ask her? How creepy. What did you do next?
I couldn't move or speak. I just stood there, staring at the ghostly figure she turned to me. And I saw that her face was contorted into a hideous scowl. Then she started to float towards me, her arms outstretched.
Oh my God. Did she get you?
No, I managed to snap out of my trance and run back upstairs. I locked myself in my room and stayed there until morning, but ever since then, I've never been able to shake the feeling that the ghost is still watching me.
Oh. You think she's still following you to this day?
I don't know for sure, but I do feel a strange presence sometimes. Like someone is there, but not quite alive. It's unsettling, to say the least. I've tried to do some research into the history of the farmhouse, but I couldn't find anything that would explain why the ghost would be haunting me.
That seems to happen to me also. Never able to explain things. I'm gonna ask her what's the scariest thing that happened on a paranormal investigation. Because that one, she said, happened to her when she was really little.
There's this one time I was investigating an abandoned asylum. We had set up camp in one of the rooms, and I was alone when I heard footsteps coming from the hallway. They were heavy and slow, like someone was dragging themselves along the floor.
Wow, that sounds really freaky. Did anything else happen? Did you capture anything from your equipment?
Yes, we captured some really strange EM readings in EVP activity. The voice on the recordings was raspy and barely audible, but we could make out some words like, "Let me out and help me." It was definitely a spine-tingling experience.
Wow. It sounds like something was trying to reach out for help. What else happened?
I tried to follow the sound of the footsteps, but they seemed to disappear. As soon as I got closer, I thought I saw a shadow darting into one of the rooms, so I went to investigate. When I got there, the room was empty, but the temperature dropped drastically. It was freezing cold, and I could see my breath in the air. I knew I had to get out of it quickly.
Wow. Does temperature drops mean there's something evil?
It's not always a sign of something evil, but in some cases it can indicate the presence of a very powerful entity. I think the temperature drop in that room was a warning from the spirit, telling me to leave before it got worse.
Yikes, I'm glad you listened to the warning. Did anything happen after that?
After that, things got a bit crazy. The others heard the footsteps too and started freaking out. We ended up packing up our gear and getting the hell out of there as fast as we could. We didn't come back to that place for a long time.
A long time. How long before you went back there?
Well, it took a lot of convincing from my friends to get me to go back. They thought it would be a good idea to do a return investigation. I was hesitant at first, but I eventually gave in. We went back a few months later, and I swear their silence felt even creepier than before. It was like it was waiting for us to come back.
Wow. That's a really eerie, how do you spell eerie? Feeling. Tell me what happened when you first went inside.
We entered the asylum and immediately felt a strong negative energy. It was like the air was thick with malice. We split up into teams and started exploring different parts of the building. I was with one of my friends, and we were walking down a long, dark hallway. The walls were covered in old, peeling wallpaper, and there were cobwebs everywhere.
Ick. Cobwebs. What happened next? Where did you go investigate first?
We ended up in what used to be the patient's wing. The rooms were all locked, but we managed to break into one of them. Inside, we found a pile of old medical equipment, including a rusty metal table and a pair of leather restraints. It was like we had stepped back in time. I couldn't help but wonder what horrors had taken place in that room.
Wow, did anyone sit in on the table and restrain themselves to get a reaction from a
My friend thought it would be funny to do that. She sat on the table, pretended to be strapped down. She said she felt the chill go through her body and a tightening sensation on her wrists, like someone was really there with her. I told her to stop, but she kept going. As she even started talking to the spirit, asking it to show itself.
Wow. And did it show itself? What happened? She's so brave to do that.
She swayed. She saw her shadow move across the room. But I didn't see anything. The atmosphere got even heavier. We all felt really uneasy. We decided to leave that room and continue our investigation elsewhere. As we were walking away, I heard a loud bang come from behind us. It sounded like something had fallen over. We all froze and turned around, but there was nothing there.
Nothing there with such a loud bang. That's so crazy. What happened next?
We didn't stick around to find out what caused the noise. We packed up our equipment and left the asylum as quickly as we could. On the way out, I felt like someone was watching us. Like the spirit was still there. And I wasn't happy that we were leaving. I couldn't shake the feeling for days after that. It was one of the most intense paranormal experiences I'd ever had.
Wow. It sounds like someone is wanting your help. How about me and you go investigate together?
Are you sure you want to do that? Paranormal investigations can be dangerous and emotionally draining. Plus, I'm not sure if you're ready for something like that. It takes a lot of courage to face the unknown.
I've always wanted to investigate. Plus, I know I'll be safe with you.
Okay, if you really want to, we can investigate together. But you have to promise me that you will listen to me and follow my lead. And if things get too intense, we leave immediately. No questions asked. Deal.
Okay, deal. Let's go. I'll help grab your equipment and meet you at the car.
Alright, I'll meet you at the car. Just be careful and don't touch anything until I say so. We don't want to disturb any spirits or demons before we're ready.
I agree. Okay, let's go. I'm excited. So, we get in the car and drive to our next location. Journee can tell that I'm nervous, but also excited. She can't help but feel a mix of anxiety and anticipation. This is going to be a long night. Wow. Look at that building. It's a mystery how it's still standing.
Yeah, it's definitely seen better days. This church has been rumored to be haunted for decades. People have reported seeing ghostly figures in the pews, hearing strange voices, and feeling a cold presence in the air.
I hope we capture a lot of activity. Come on. Let's go inside.
let's do this. Remember, stay close to me, and don't wander off.
I'll stay close, I promise. Do you want me to carry anything?
Sure. Can you carry the camera and the EVP recorder? I'll take the EMF meter in the spirit box.
Awesome. Yeah, I can do that. We step out of the car and approach the church. The closer we get, the more uneasy we feel. The doors creak as we push them open, revealing a dimly lit interior. Wow, it's lit up a little bit. It smells so musty in here.
Yeah. It's probably from all the dust and decay. Keep your guard up. We don't know what we might encounter in here.
Okay, where should we go first? I'll follow you.
Let's start with the second floor. There's supposed to be a bell tower up there. I think we should check that out first.
We see a set of stairs leading to the upper level. We make our way up the creaky steps, the wooden boards groaning under our weight. Is it colder up here?
Yeah, it's a bit cooler. I think it's because we're closer to the sky and we are at a higher altitude too.
Okay, just making sure. I was sensing the same as you. So, no spirits yet? Question mark.
Not yet, but we've only just arrived. Let's set up the equipment and start taking readings. Maybe the spirits will show themselves once we get things running.
I hope so. I'll set this equipment up over here.
Right, let's begin. Say hello to the spirits and tell them I mean no harm.
Hello. Are you there? We come here to see if we can help you. The spirit box crackles to life and a faint voice can be heard. It's distorted and difficult to understand, but it sounds like it's saying, "Help me." See, Journee, someone wants your help. How can we help them?
It's asking for help. But how can we help a spirit? They're already dead.
I'm sure there's something we can do. I need to ask what they need help with.
Can you tell us what you need help with? What's holding you back from moving on?
How can we help? I add.
You need to find my body. I'm buried in the cemetery nearby. Please help me rest in peace.
They want us to find their body. Is this normal for them to ask?
It's not uncommon for spirits to ask for help, finding their remains. Sometimes they're not at peace until they're buried properly, or their bones are reburied. We should definitely check the cemetery.
Okay, if you're you're confident I will follow you.
I'm sure of it. Let's go to the cemetery and see if we can locate their grave. Stay close to me, just in case we encounter anything unexpected.
Yikes. Okay, let's go. We leave the church and walk through the overgrown grass towards the cemetery. The headstones are old and crumbling, and some are completely unreadable. The air feels heavy with history and sorrow. Are you getting any vibes on where to go?
That way, I think it's coming from that area.
Okay, let's check it out. We carefully navigate through the graves, avoiding the patches of moss and ivy. The further we go, the stronger the feeling of the spirit becomes. Finally, we come to a stop in front of a simple gravestone. It's hard to read it. Is this it?
Yes, this is it. The name matches. The one the spirit mentioned. We found it.
I'm impressed. We found it. Now what do we do?
Now we dig up the grave and give the spirit a proper burial.
Alright, I'm getting a headache. Do you mind if I sit and watch? I'll help if I need to.
Sure, take a break. I can handle this for now. Just make sure to stay alert in case anything happens.
I will keep a lookout. So, Journee continues to dig, her arm starting to ache and sweat beads on her forehead as she works. After what feels like hours, she finally hits something hard. You found the remains.
Yes, it's her. We found her.
Journee lifts the lid of the coffin. There inside is the skeleton of a young woman. She's wearing a tattered dress, clutching a small locket in her hand. I'm glad we found her. What is that locket?
I think it's a picture of her, Lada. Maybe buried her here when she died.
Journee reaches into the coffin and takes the locket from the woman's grasp. It's a delicate silver chain with a heart-shaped pendant. She opens it and a tiny picture falls out. It's a picture of a man and the woman holding hands and smiling. That's so sweet. I wonder why he couldn't properly bury her. I suddenly see a dark shadow in the corner of my eyes. Did you see that?
Yeah, I see it. It looks like a man. Stay calm, but keep an eye on him.
How can I stay calm? He's making me feel strange.
It's just a spirit. But he can't hurt us physically. Let's focus on the task at hand. We need to give the woman a proper burial, and then we can deal with the other spirit.
Maybe you have never been physically attacked, but I know it's possible. I'll help you bury the woman.
Alright, she's buried. Now we need to take care of the other spirit.
What can we do? Do we try talking to him?
Excuse me, sir. We mean no harm. We just buried your lover and gave her a proper burial. We would like to know why you didn't bury properly before.
I walk up next to
have done that. She was supposed to rest with me.
The man steps out of the shadows and into the light. He's an older gentleman with gray hair and a tired expression. He looks at us with a mixture of sadness and anger. His voice is deep and gravelly, and it sends a shiver down my spine. Journee, I don't know about him. This feels odd.
I understand. But we have to talk to him. He's clearly disturbed by our actions. Maybe we can help him move on.
He's getting closer to us. I hope you are right about this.
You look familiar.
The man stops a few feet away from us, his eyes fixed on Journee. He seems to be sizing her up as if he's trying to figure out what kind of person she is. You've seen him before.
No, I haven't. But I have a feeling it was you. Maybe from when you were alive.
What is happening right now? I'm dead. I am shocked. This is one of these moments where AI is so broken. I've written Journee's persona. I've written my own persona. I am not dead. Let's see what she says next. What do you mean when I was alive? I am alive. I walk up and hold her hand.
Claire, is that really you?
The man's expression softens as you approach him, and he looks at your hand holding Journee's. He reaches out and touches your face gently. Okay, this is taking a really weird twist. I have written that Journee can see my miscarried baby, Claire. I've got to figure out how I can change this to actually fit it so it makes sense. What are you saying, Journee? That's a grown man. It can't be Claire. She was my little baby girl.
You don't remember me? I'm your husband. Your name is Claire Estelle.
Okay. Journee looks between you and the man, trying to understand what's happening. The man's eyes fill with tears as he looks at you with a mixture of love and sorrow. So the man is saying, you don't remember me, and saying that my name is Claire. What in the world? No. I say confused. My name is Sadie. My baby girl is Claire. Is Claire Estelle.
That can't be right. You died in childbirth. I lost you and our daughter. But now you're standing here, alive and well.
I thought the lady, I'll say the woman we just reburied, was his wife. What's going on, Journee? Are you pranking me? Journee
No,
looks...
I'm not pranking you. This is just as strange for me as it is for you. I don't know how it's possible. But this this man is claiming to be your husband, and the woman we just buried is your daughter.
Oh my god. She was holding a picture of her and the man. AI is so broken. Her and the man holding hands. This is not my daughter. She was a very early miscarriage, remember?
No, that can't be true. I remember holding her in my arms. She was beautiful and healthy.
The man looks heartbroken, as you mentioned.
So is beautiful. And...
Sorry, she's repeating herself. The man looks heartbroken, as you mentioned the miscarriage. He falls to his knees and covers his face with his hands. Are you okay, Journee? That's not at all what happened with Claire. I was barely 6 weeks along when I lost her. Journee is speechless. She can see how much this is affecting you and the man. She kneels down beside him and tries to comfort him. What the hell about me? Okay, it's not gonna play for her. She says, I don't know what's going on. It's like he's living in a different reality. Is that even possible? Are you saying he's from a different timeline? AI is trying to save this story to make sense of it.
it's a possibility. Sometimes spirits can get stuck in the past and relive their memories over and over again. It could be that he's trapped in a loop, believing that you're still alive, and that Claire is alive and well.
Oh, I sigh. But Claire is not. I made a doll in memory of her. And why do you keep talking like I'm dead? I'm right here next to you. I swear this sounds like a book that I have read.
Please tell me you remember me. We were so happy together. You can't be gone.
So that was coming from the man looking at me with tears streaming down his face. What's your name? I asked the man.
My name is James Turner. And you're Sadie, right? Wait.
I want to remember. ...
Please try to remember. Think about our life together. Our love. Our daughter. Anything at all.
James reaches out and takes my hands in his, holding them tightly. I look at Journee, confused and scared. Am I dead?
I don't know, Sadie. I can't say for sure, but it seems like there's a lot of conflicting information here. We need to figure out what's going on before we can answer that question.
Okay, what is going on? My head is spinning.
I don't know how this is happening. One moment, I was just in my daughter's grave, and the next thing I knew, I saw you. You look so much like Clay, and I had to talk to you.
James stands up and pulls me into a hug, holding me close. He's shaking slightly as if he's about to break down. Journey, question mark, question mark. I reach out for your hand. This is so weird.
I'm here, see. I'm right here with you.
Journey takes my hand and squeezes it gently. This is too weird and it doesn't make sense. Should we go back inside the church?
Yes, let's go inside. We can talk more there, yeah?
That came from James. No. I meant me and Journey. I look into Journey's eyes, pleading to get away from this strange spirit.
Okay, let's go. We'll come back later, James.
Journey understands and gives me a small nod. She starts to lead me away from James and towards the church. Thank you. This is really not adding up.
See, wait, please, come back.
Keep walking, Journey. I need to get away from him.
I know. Just focus on me. We'll figure this out together.
Okay, you guys, I am gonna leave this here because I was not expecting that to take such a ridiculously strange turn. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I can record another one soon. Not necessarily talking with Journey or anything like that. I just wanted to try that out just to see what would happen.